Hello, it's Tuesday lunchtime. I've been working all morning in my room. Isabel is in college in her room doing a mock maths this time. Not enjoying it by all accounts, but we won't go into that. I think I've got a music project to do at home, remotely. Oh my gosh, my poor basil plant needs a drink. Poor thing. It's light. Light as a feather. This is what happens when we go away for the weekend. Neglect the poor green leafy friends. There, have a nice drink. Hopefully that will resuscitate it. Oh, I think I might have over-resuscitated. It's filling up. Maybe straight out of the tap is not the most sensible idea. I suppose if you put the water in a glass or a cup or something, you can see how much water you're putting in and it's less likely to go over the top of the saucer that it's in. Yeah, as a thought. Jug for the rest then. I suppose I'd better wash up before I do anything else. Then I think I'm going to look into this project that I think I'm supposed to be involved in and maybe give the guy a ring because I'm a bit confused about it. I washed up. There's the last of the water going down the old plug hole. Oh my gosh. I just went to open this. It's from HM Revenue and Customs, just assuming it was for me because Izzy and I have the same initial and surname and we're both a miss. So I did know this when I named her, but I don't know, it was part of my sense of humour. I was aware that we might have some mix-ups with mail at some point, but there's never been a mix-up really until today. And I just opened it a little bit and I've stopped opening it when I realised it was for her. It's her national insurance number for when she turns 16. Oh my gosh, that's a milestone. Oh. Right, second coffee of the day is made. I am going upstairs to sit at my desk and I'm going to read as many emails as I have on this supposed project that I think I'm involved with, and then if I'm still stuck I'm going to ring the guy who's organising it. Oh, what is she like? She's just called me into her room because she's still doing the exam now. I don't know, she's halfway through or something. It's quite a long one. And she said, "Mummy, don't worry, I've calmed down now. And I've got my head together. It's fine. I can do them." And I've totted up the ones that I think I've got right so far, and I've already got 66 marks out of 80 of assuming they're right, and I think they are. And I've actually marked myself down. I've been a bit ungenerous just in case. And she said she hasn't finished, she's still got loads left to do, so. I am now getting distracted / sidetracked. On my email, I'm trying to read emails, but of course I keep seeing junk emails and I'm thinking now's the time to have a purge, go through all the junk emails I keep getting and hitting the unsubscribe link at the bottom of them. Here goes H&M now. Right, gotcha. Unsubscribe me, please. It's because we've all been having to do so much online shopping and then you start getting all the blinking publicity from them then. Sorry, this is part of the reason I get distracted, it's all the notifications. I've got most of them disabled as well, but that's IB, that is. IB's got a ding. Everything else is disabled pretty much. I've got Facebook Messenger on at the moment, but I have had it disabled in the past because it's constant, and then just constantly you feel like an urgent need to check it, like you're going to let the person down if you don't check it immediately. So I do feel like a mini guts when I disconnect it, but it's just the whole day is just ding 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 otherwise, and all my jobs just remain uncompleted at the end of it. So do you have that problem? Do you have to disable your notifications or put it in do not disturb mode as well? But I don't really want to because I want the urgent ones to come through, like if my parents wanted to ring or IB. Friends in the inner circle, you know, that sort of thing. I'm reading an email describing the required musical contributions. Very unusually written. It reminds me of when I used to play in an Irish band in Lisbon years ago, and one of the other players, he would say things like, "Emo, I really like the way you're playing that, but could you make it a bit more orange?" And I'd be like, okay, I've done a music degree, right? We never learned what orange meant. And like, no, we didn't, because that's not normally how people describe things. He knew exactly what he meant. Anyway, right. I'm gonna give him a ring. I think I know what I'm doing now. Well, kind of. I had a nice chat with the person that's organising it, and basically this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna download the files which he's just sent me a link to and play along with them until I know them inside out and wibble and fiddle around and just make stuff up, and then record myself doing that and send it to him, and he may or may not use some or all or none of it and give me further direction thereafter. And anything that comes out that's decent and wanted, I'll re-record it at a better quality, probably with some gear from IB or at IB's, because I don't know how good a quality I can do on my own at home, although I do have that fancy microphone which works quite well for the Flute actually, and this camera, so I can just do it with a video gear and then take the actual visual bit off. So that's one way of doing it. Got to use what you've got, haven't you, and get around these things somehow. I'm going to go and get myself some lunch now. Maybe Izzy would like lunch as well. Let's go and see what she's doing. Oh, she's quite happy now. She's got her maths out of the way. She reckons she's done all right, or done well enough to get what she wants. I think she's going out to exercise with a friend locally, she's announced this afternoon. It's about 4:45 now. I'm in Flute Cave with my flute. Look how dirty it's getting. Oh, well, it's not dirt, it's tarnished. I'm wondering if having candles burning while I'm practicing is maybe not such a good idea. I wonder if it's that, you know, causing all that tarnishing. But ordinarily, you see, this flute would have been to see Uncle Domingos Cairo in Lisbon for an annual clean-up, and it hasn't had it. You see, it normally goes to a flute servicer and it has a good strip down and clean while it's in there, and of course it hasn't had it because of the pandemic. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, yeah, I've been doing lots of sort of technical exercises to warm my fingers up and brush my technique up, because I've been more just playing along with recordings lately, because I couldn't get into the Google Drive that I needed to get into for the new project. So I'm just going to carry on doing my technique for now, and I'll get to grips with the actual recordings when I can access them. I'm just macking around. I better get back to work, really. By the way, Isabel has been out and come back in again. She seems to be in a good mood. She's gone up to carry on working on her college application. For better or for worse, you know, it'll be what it'll be, but she's going to give it her best shot. Let's get that metronome back going on. I've done about half an hour already. I'm just going to carry on where I left off. My tone cleared up, by the way. You know, I was having really terrible trouble with it for weeks and weeks and weeks after Christmas, after I had a flu thing, see? I think it left me with some congestion or something, but it's cleared up, finally. I'm very relieved. I did think it would be a temporary thing, but it's always a little bit. There's always like a little niggle of worry, you know, when your livelihood depends on you being up to some kind of physical condition. I'm just doing these three. See, first time, all down, and then two off, all down, top one off, all down, both off, etc. You see, after not very long of doing that, the fatigue sets into your fingers, and if you don't do these sorts of exercises, you don't have the same stamina, but if you do the exercises a lot, you get more stamina, so you can just keep on going and keep up that speed. Otherwise you get gradually more tired throughout the phrase, and like in a real situation where you're on stage and you have to keep playing for ages and ages, like you're going to get more and more sort of a bit sluggish and maybe not precisely on the beat. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to switch the camera off now and get on with it before I bore you to death. It's about 5 to 8 now. Izzy and I have just eaten dinner. I just did a really simple mushroomy soup kind of sauce thing with loads of, well, leftover veg. Didn't have a lot. It was frozen mushrooms, a tin of chickpeas, jar of olives, and honestly, I so need to go shopping. That was all I had. So we are going shopping. We're going to go to Tesco's. Izzy's going to come with me and help carry stuff back because I need quite a bit. And I've no idea if I can film it on my phone because I've got a feeling I've got a problem with the microphone on my phone, but I'm going to do it anyway. And you might find that this is followed by some phone footage from Tesco's. Otherwise I'll just be ending the vlog. Let's see. I'm in Tesco's looking for some shampoo that's not going to flare my face up. I've had loads of really cool suggestions off people. I'm thinking the most likely one I'm going to be able to get here is Simple. It's a great big bottle. I don't want to get a great big bottle in case it flares me up. Faith in Nature was recommended as well. Herbal Essences I think was as well. I'm going to try and go for the fragrance-free Simple if I can. Izzy's used it before. I could just get a big bottle because Izzy will use it eventually. But I won't get the conditioner. We'll see how I get on with the shampoo. Oh, should we get some of those fromage fraise? Just grabbing a bit of bird seed as well. I should just get a £1 packet because I don't want to carry much back. We're getting to the end of what we can carry. Izzy is choosing crisps for herself and probably some pretzels. Want some pretzels? Yeah. Where have they gone? Oh, there they are. Just got back in. It was very quiet in Tesco's. Anyway, I've got a trolley full of stuff and one carrier bag full as well. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel to grow. I so appreciate it. If you're new here and you'd like to follow more of our story, do hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.